Good morning to everyone. Now we are going to explain how we need to implement fixed asset module in Tally.ERP 9. Now first press F11 features. Here you can see accounting feature option. Now press that one down. You can get one option at down, fixed assets management. By keeping yes here, the module will be get enabled. Here you need to select what is the purpose, whether you are going to calculating depreciation based on Companies Act or Income Tax Act. So you can select any one, and this is a ledger indicates the total depreciation happened for the books, and this is a ledger total disposal happened to books. Okay, just accept it by pressing yes. Now come to gateway. Now you can see a new gateway is like a fixed asset module. So here you can get options like masters, transactions and reports. If you want to go to default gateway, you can press here, you can go to default gateway of Tally. Now we will see one by one. First you need to run the setup. Click the quick setup option. Here you will get an option like a fixed asset setup. Just press it. You will get one message like the all required parameters are successfully configured. Like this. After that, now you can start your work. Now we will see a fixed asset info. In fixed asset info you can see the menus like depreciation methods and stock groups, assets and asset categories and unit of measure and assets locations and insurance types and assets. Now we will see one by one. If we go to depreciation methods, you can see here already we created two methods like straight line method and one more is written down method. So you can give any name here also. You can, if you want to create anything also you can create it. And this is an assets group, means block of assets. You can enter here, you can see it. By default, the system, once you run the quick setup, it will create fixed asset, flats and buildings and furniture and fittings and intangible and plant and machinery and ships and tangible. These are the groups will be created by default. If you want to create any extra like this laser and printers, you can create like this and you can select the asset group, means asset block. And what is the method you are going to use for depreciation, straight line method, and what is the percentage for that one. Okay, now we will go to assets categories. Here you can, by default also it will create two type of categories. One is a movable and one more is a non-movable fixed assets types. Now these are the unit of measurements. You can create it as per your wish. Means you may create a numbers on pieces or each or set, anything you can create it. Now we are going to assets locations, means where we are keeping the assets, like head office or branch office or like that. If you want to maintain the assets with your third party also, you can use this down options of assets with third party. Then it will show whatever stock yours is, how much is with another third party guy. Okay, now we will go to insurance type. This is the one type of master. You can create all insurance type for to get a list at time of putting a purchase or anything. Here insurance type, all risk or fire safety, you are making insurance types. And now final thing is assets. Asset. We will see one thing whatever we have created. HP 160DM printer. Here you can get options like this. You can select the groups and a category which is what is type and movable, non-movable. Now here is other information we are coding for asset. Whether you want to create a asset ID automatic or manual. If you give automatic, then it will ask a starting number, then prefix and suffix, and it will show what is the current running number also. And asset account ledger means when you are purchasing any asset, you want to make account to one account. so it belongs to plant and machinery. When you are generating a depreciation also, you want to keep it under some ledger. That is a plant and machinery depreciation. And one more is a disposal ledger. So this is also one type of ledger which will show the entire accumulated disposal for the plant and machinery. So you can select it like this. So now we will create for your purpose one new item, like we will take as a LED monitor, and you can keep under plant and machinery, and you can see mobile and numbers. And now you want automatic or manual. If you give a manual, it doesn't ask any starting number like that. If you give automatic, it will give starting number and MN. I am giving no suffix. Now I am selecting plant and machinery, and depreciation ledger is plant and machinery, and disposal is plant and machinery. Save it. Okay. This is regarding masters. Now we will go for the transactions. Here we need to go one by one. Purchase and depreciation after dispose. If you want to do transfer, you can do transfer. If you want to give any insurance for asset, you can make it record. And AMC, if you want to take any AMC for any asset, you can record it. And finalize the sales. If you want to sell the asset to at the end of the life or before the depreciation period also. Here now we will make a purchase. So this screen provides you to make a purchase of asset. By default, if you see any purchase screen, any something, it will be a little bit difficult because it doesn't know which account I need to make, like a credit, debit, like that he will feel. So to overcome that features, we are providing the simple screen which he can enter any purchase without any knowledge of fixed asset accounts also. Because by mastering only, here you can see here we are providing this one. Now you can see fixed asset supplier. You need to select who is the supplier, and if you have a bill number, you can keep it bill number. And what is the amount? I am putting 2,450 rupees. If is there any VAT applicable ledger, you can select it. Then it will skip it. Now which block that is your belong to the asset? So which one? LED monitor. So you can select for it up this automatic asset ID is created MN1, and you can put the quantity, and you can put the price. What is the price? If you want to give in it, you are getting a discount. So here you need to give a useful life. You can give 4 years useful life. And what is the residual value? Means what is the last final value will come for, which is after utilizing the entire asset. We are giving out 50 rupees. Okay. Now saving the transactions. So you can save it. Okay. Now if you want to see the same thing, whatever you have done the transaction just now, you can go to here. Here 450. So you can see it will record by default as a general, how plant and debit, everything it will take care. Because first the system will decide what you need to give debit, what you need to give credit, if you don't know also. Okay. Now we will go for second one. And this is also depreciation. Depreciation is very important for fixed asset, because some people will use a straight line error, some people will use the written down value method. So based on the asset group selected depreciation method, it has to calculate, and also in the same time it has to make the entry in books. At the same time it has to affect the accounts, and at the same time it has to affect the inventory also. Now we will go for the depreciation. You can select the location, which location you want to make a depreciation, which head office, and what is that one you are selecting plant and machinery. Select a straight line method. Okay, you will get here a list of all assets. I am selecting here one asset is a MN1. Once you put it, it will automatically calculate. You can see here it is calculating 600 rupees for depreciation. Why? Because there you are given for 2000. Here you can see it. The value of asset is 2,450 rupees. The percentage is 5 means this is a straight line method percentage you have selected, but straight line method will calculate based on the calculation cost minus salvage value by life, useful life. So each year it will get a unique value, means each year 5 years you are given a period, so 4 years you are given a period there, 4 years you are given a period there, so each year the depreciation value is 600, so 4 into 600 is equal to 2400. So the remaining 50 rupees is the difference you are given there as residual value. That's why it has calculated 600 as a depreciation amount. Now you can accept it. So it has created the depreciation for the product. If you want to see whether it is accounted or correct or not, you can go here. You can see the general stock summary also. So fixed asset and tangible and plant and machinery you can monitor. So what is the value? Actual value is 2450. After putting the depreciation, it came to 1850. So this means depreciation is doing very good. Now if you want to do transfer to anyone, this post also will tell you. Before that one, I want to make a transfer to show you. If you want to transfer from, suppose you have a plant and machinery, your head office to branch office, you want to transfer some asset. This one asset you want to transfer, it will take the quantity. So you can end of list, you can save it. Now asset is at, now if you want to see where is the asset line, fixed plant and machinery, and if you want details where it is located, where it is, now you can see it by enabling the option at all. So branch office, okay, you got it. So it is previously it was purchased at a head office. You transferred from one location to another location to your branch office. Now, so in the books, now it is showing at the branch office. That's it. Now we will go for the insurance. You want to take insurance for your asset, you can record it, how it is being. You can put it as a plant and machinery blank, and where is the branch office, because when you transfer to branch, that's why it is showing at branch. You can select the asset, and now you can put the details of insurance. What is the insurance type? Alt risk. Who is the provider? Suppose it is health consulting agent. So here you can say is a provider is like you can use some max life insurance and a provider as a birth consulting. Now policy type. What is a policy? Some type of, you can see Sarava something, any policy name, and what is the policy number, and what is when it will start. What is the due date? You can use 365 days. What is the premium amount for this one? 300 rupees. You can give it. So what is the value insurance? Because of premium value is of how much you need to pay. Insuranceable value means for how much value insurance. Because of whenever it is getting anything damaged, the company who are providing insurance to asset, they have to pay that much amount. So you can say this is a 1500 insuranceable value. Accept it. Now insurance is recorded. Now you want to take any AMC for anything. Suppose you are using a monitor, if you are getting any problem, means maintenance something will be there for that to get a repair something. Now you can select block and location and asset and MC type, annual, and a provider. Who is the provider? GL Technologies. What is the bill number? Whatever they have given. When is it will start? What is the amount? 50 rupees. What is the due date? You can put any date. Okay. Now save it. AMC also you record it. Now for you, I will show you how it will be in dispose. If you want to do any dispose from anyone, you can select the block and a branch and asset. it will give a value. It will display the value by default what is the existing value of that asset. So you can dispose entire asset there. Okay, like this. Once we accept it, backend it will create the accounting plus inventory. Both the entries will be done at the same time. There is no need of again to do manually for inventory for account. So by default it will take care of everything. Okay. Now this here sale. Now you want to sell your asset to someone. Now you can select and you want to sell this one, and from head of branch office, what is the quantity? How much you want to, for how much you want to sell your product? Your putting is 2,000 rupees. So it will go, and what is on here, it will take automatic amount. Here you have to select whether to whom you are selling, whether cash or any party. You can create it cash, otherwise by cash you are selling to some third party guy. Okay, you can save it. It has recorded on sale also. Okay, like this you can pass the fixed asset transactions for each asset, and then here you can see an option. At a time you can pause for all block of assets. Instead of making a depreciation for each block, here we are given the option. You see here also, here you can give an option to pass for all. Any depreciation, if you want to make it dispose also, at a time you can transfer all block of assets. There is no need of for each individual asset, one entry. Okay. Now we are going for the MIS reports. These are the reports we are providing for you. Those are assets purchase register, fixed asset register, as per books depreciation, as per income tax depreciation, and insurance details. That is one type of register, AMC reminder, and disposal register, and transfer register, and the asset sales register. One more is active inactive asset register. You can make your asset whether it is active, inactive, or retired also. I will show you that one later. We will see. Now we will go one by one. Asset purchase register. You will get all your asset related purchase information here. One by one, what is the asset name, when you purchase, where is it, what is the account ID, like that, all purchase related information. This is the fixed asset register. Generally people look for this one. And what is block, asset relocation, purchase vendor. If you only give any vendor, there also it will come here. And purchase amount, what is the depreciation amount, and if you want rate and amount, if you want calculation, it will give a calculation. If you want to give a calculation for suppose 5, it will calculate automatically like this. Once you change the period, it will show the account depreciation amount. And now these two will see again. Now we'll go for the instance details. This is one type of register. You will get all information regarding to your insurance of your asset. Here you can see a voucher, number, date and location, block, asset and asset ID, insurance type, provider, agent, insurance policy, which policy, like Bima, insurance policy number, insurance policy start and insurance policy expiry, and premium amount, insurance bull value. So like this you can get all details of your whatever you recorded there as a transactions. This is also one type of report as an AMC reminder. Here by seeing here you can come to know what is the due. For this asset, what is the due for the AMC. So you can raise a bill to see who is providing AMC to you. Otherwise you can choose in some other guy based on the AMC due. Okay. And this is a disposal register. It will show what are the assets you made a disposal. So here already we made one asset as a disposal, like a head office laser the printer's block of asset, like asset is HP 160DN printer asset ID this, and quantity 1 we made a disposal at a 380, means that much value disposal. Okay, this is a transfer register. If you want to see what are the register or what are the assets are got transferred from one location to another location, what are those locations, you can come to know here. What is the value also you can come to know. And now this is a asset sales register. Here you will get all the sales related information of that assets. If you sold any assets, here you will get information. We sold this 2000, that's why here it is coming. And this is one more usable report, so you can keep it your asset, each asset. Suppose drawing table for asset ID is this one, whether active or inactive, you can keep active or inactive, or retired, HP, each printer is a retired because you made a disposal. So monitor is active. You can keep it as active. So if you want to see a one song already infused, what is the, you can, whenever you want to change the status also, you can change it easily without any difficulty for asset status. Now we are going for the main reports which will show the depreciation related to books and income tax. Now we'll see the books related depreciation here. Once you click here, you will get a like main groups will come which are under fixed assets. Here title itself defines calculation of depreciation as per Companies Act. So here once you click a detail, it will give all explore each group levels. So here we can give plant and machinery. Just now we have done for one thing. So it will take as a group. What is there for plant and machinery? What is on? If is there any opening balance in this column, it will come. This is the rate of that of depreciation. And opening balance will come here. Gross block is addition during the year means any purchase happening to this block, it will show here. Any sale happening to this block also it will show here. Then it will show as on end of the books what is the value for this block of asset. Then this next block will show the depreciation related information. What was the previous year depreciation means as of book starting, and for that year how much depreciation happened, and what is on end of the books depreciation. Okay, so and what is the net asset? If is there any value difference of gross minus depreciation, it will show net. What is the value of net? This is a report. If you have any profit or loss, then in this column you will get the values. Once you have any opening value also, then you will get here profit or loss on sale of asset. This is a report which will indicate you what is the status of your assets. Now one more is as for income tax. This is also you want to see what is the income tax. As per income tax, what is the report format? This is a report format, you will get it, and you can shift it, you can get it on whatever is there. And what is the written down value as an, because it means opening balance, closing balance of the last year will become an opening balance for this year. And in addition, before and after. Before means before 180 days as per income tax. And we need to show before 180 days means what is the means before 6 months. What is the additions? After 6 months, how much addition means purchases. And what is the sale during the period? Is there any sale during the period? So here it will show. And what is the net asset value? And it will take the depreciation percentage and it will show total depreciation for that one. So then you can write down value. So here you can get the what is the end of this year books value for any asset. Means any block of asset, you can get the value. So you can easily come to know, okay, this is at this point of time the value of asset this much. Means this block of assets is the value. Like this we can come to know here. Okay, this is a detailed information regarding fixed assets module in Tally.ERP. Okay, so if you have any doubts, you can contact us, and if you want trial also, you can contact us to get a demo files. Okay.